Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're here with me today. My name is Cindy, and I empower career changers, transitioning teachers, and women returning to the workforce to find amazing jobs that match their current why. Okay, let's get started. Today is part two of our three-part series on staying motivated in your job search. Okay, so I hope you caught last week's. If not, go to my YouTube channel or any of my social. You can find last week's. Let's continue. Okay. So the next way to stay motivated on your job search is stop doing things that just waste time and don't provide any results. Okay, stop falling down those rabbit holes. So let's talk about what those things are. Okay, so finding jobs, looking for jobs you want to apply for. Many people have lists and lists and lists, 30, 40, 50, 60 jobs you want to apply for. Great. But you know what? You have to apply to the jobs. Okay. Just having them on the list is not going to help you, but it takes up so much time and overwhelms you. I request that you just do one at a time. Let me tell you why. So suppose you have a list of 40 jobs that you're interested in applying for. By the time you get around to applying for those jobs, number one, a whole bunch of those jobs are going to be closed. Number two is that there's going to be more competition because, well, you took a long time to apply. So a lot of people have applied to those jobs before you. Number three is that you have convinced yourself that at least half of those jobs you're not good for. Okay. Your imposter syndrome has told you that I can't do this. I don't know if anyone's going to hire me. And then from those 40 jobs, you have to take the few that are left and now decide which ones you want to apply for. So what does that mean? It means reading those job postings all over again and now choosing which job you want to apply for. It takes up a lot of time. It makes you feel like you've been working so hard, spending so much effort on your job search. But you know what? You haven't applied for a job yet. So focus on one at a time. Find a job that you want to apply for. Target your resume, target that cover letter, apply, repeat. Okay, this is not the one outfit you get to wear to the wedding. You're going to be applying to multiple jobs. So work on one, complete, work on the next one. Stay organized in what you're doing. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, the rabbit hole of finding a job and then spending endless hours researching, finding something that's interesting, researching this, researching that, and again, taking up a tremendous amount of time before you even apply to the jobs because you get distracted. Okay. How about those toasters that come flying by on our computer as we're going through the job search, right? You know how many clothing and shoe ads come by as I'm doing my work? You need to push those aside, right? We need to push those sales aside and we need to stay focused on what we're doing because we can get distracted by so many different things. Okay. Um, Number three, okay, is endless coffee chats, endless discussions with people. Yeah, make some friends, get a buddy, get somebody that's your accountability coach, work alongside people, make some strategic connections with people that may possibly be in a position to help you. But spending all day, every day, just continuing to people that are talking with people that are in the exact same position as you are is not going to help you make progress in your job search. And on top of that, it may even make you a bit more discouraged. Okay, because if you're talking to lots of people who also are struggling in their job search, it has you wondering, how am I ever going to be successful? None of us are successful. Okay. Consistently changing your approach is another way that you are hurting yourself in that job search. It takes time. Okay. Think about your mother's pot roast and your grandmother's pot roast, right? They're both excellent, but each one is slightly different. There are many great leaders. There are many great career coaches and great influencers in this forum that have some really strong and really, really valuable information to share. But find your few leaders and stick there, right? Find the people that's wording, that's messaging resonates with you, that it makes sense, that you've checked out their LinkedIn profiles, that they have recommendations, that people speak highly of what they have to say, and stick with them rather than changing approaches every single day and following the next shiny object, right? Following the glitter, following the shiny object. You need to stick with something long enough so that it can work. Okay. When I made the decision to branch my business out so that I could be national and not just local, I followed two major influencers, two people that had similar advice, that were very successful, that had successful clients, that I agreed with what they were talking about. Because there's lots of glitter, there's lots of confetti, there's lots of people to follow, but you can't keep changing your method every single day and expect to have success, right? So find a few people that make sense and follow that advice, okay? So in review, you are going to make sure that you stay focused and strategic on what you're doing, right? You're not just collecting jobs, because that's going to lead you to feel discouraged. That's going to lack motivation, because you're going to come back to that job a week later and it's going to be gone. And you're going to feel like, oh my goodness, what am I doing? Right? Avoid going down all these rabbit holes. Stay focused on what you're doing. Concentrate on what you're doing and stay focused. Don't get distracted about what's going on. Okay. Avoid spending lots and lots of time doing things that are not leading you towards your endless goal. Communicate with a couple people. Sure, support systems are important, but all day, every day, just having coffee chats is not leading you in the direction that you're going in to get the results you're looking for. Okay. And be wise about the advice you're following. Okay. Choose a few people that make sense to you, because there are so many people that have great advice out there, but avoid the glitter, right? Avoid the glitter, avoid the shiny object syndrome, and stay focused on what you're going to do. And you know what you should do? Document your progress. Look and see what you're doing that's better. Be proud of what you are doing and the progress you are making. Okay. Just like when you're trying to do anything, just like when you are trying to lose weight, if you only count success when you've lost the 10 pounds, then you're going to get discouraged along the way. Every pound celebrated. So every bit of success that you are making as you're going along this job search, you did a resume, celebrate that success. You've applied for a job, celebrate that success. You've gone on an interview, celebrate that success. Everything that you're doing, be proud of yourself for who you are and the journey that you're going on. And it will keep you motivated towards the next step. Okay. I hope you felt inspired by this. I hope you found it super valuable. Tune in next week for part 3 of this series of staying motivated in your job search. I have so many resources to help you out. Full YouTube channel with 90+ videos, blogs, plus a free 45-minute discovery call to talk about how I can help you to be successful in your job search. I'll put the link to my calendar below. I hope you have a super productive week. Always remember you're a warrior, and I'll catch you the next time. Bye-bye.